Ryan, a goalless draw here at Thackley tonight. Thoughts on that one?
I think it's a fair result. I think they were probably the better team in the first half. I didn't think there was much in it. I think we were maybe slightly better in the second half than them. But I thought it was a really competitive game. The pitch is in good condition, but you can obviously see it's a bit bobbly. But I thought both teams competed really well. Some good tackles. Second balls were won by both sides, and I think maybe it was going to take one kind of scruffy goal to win it, but I think me and Pricey have just said coming off the pitch we could have maybe played till midnight and it'd still be 0-0. But on the positive note, it's another clean sheet, which is really pleasing because I think that's 12 for the season, and we said kind of on Saturday, even though it's a 1-1, if you can't win, you just don't lose, and I think that's got to be the mentality. Is it 4 or 5 now unbeaten? It's another point. I know obviously results didn't necessarily go our way yesterday, but it's another point closer to the playoff kind of challenge. So I think overall, I think the lads they're a bit disappointed in there, but no one has a given right to just come and win a game of football. And like I say, I'm proud of the desire they're showing to, if we can't win, we come away with at least a draw.
Yeah, I'm guessing then, judging by your answer there, that you see it as a good point on the road rather than a missed opportunity, perhaps.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit old-fashioned. I think any point on the road, to be honest, is a good point. We know we're fairly good at home, but if you can get points on the road, they're not easy places to come. Especially midweek as well, and there's been a big turnover of games, especially on tough pitches. So I think you wake up tomorrow, you know you can do better, but it's always better looking at that and reflecting on it with a point on the board.
Not too many chances or clear-cut chances for our side tonight. Two of our biggest ones are probably towards the end of the second half, when Oggy beat the keeper to it. It's hooked off the line by ex-player Mason, and then the corner drop into Ollie Metcalf. You think if it's on target, it's going to go in.
Yeah, I think like we said, it was going to take a kind of a scruffy moment or a mistake. I just thought we kind of huffed and puffed in the final third, and I just said in there, it's not just the front three. It's not just whoever's playing in the 10, it's everyone. Set pieces were poor today, delivery was poor, and they're big moments, especially kind of when the pitches are heavy. So that's everyone. I think it would have probably been a bit unfair if we had nicked it. So I think, like we say, the front three are a bit disappointing there, because I did think tonight was one of those moments where they kind of really did hesitate and they couldn't get going, to be honest. I thought both their fullbacks had good games against Ollie Norman and Oggy, and I thought the two centre-halves dealt with Miguel quite well as well, to be fair. So, but their time will come again as a free. Ollie's obviously coming back from a hamstring, and I think you could see he was a bit tentative. Oggy obviously always gives you that effort, and Miguel obviously finds himself a little bit tough sometimes. He's got two up against him because of his size and his presence, but again he's put another good shift in, so it's things we can work on. Obviously not necessarily in training this week, because we'll have tomorrow off and then we'll go into Saturday, as it's a quick turnaround, but we go again and we'll kind of prepare right for that game.
Some may have thought that Saturday was just a cameo for yourself, but in from the off tonight, got mud all over your face again.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was back in my usual position. Enjoyed kind of heading the ball again, and felt good, to be honest, up until about 70 minutes where the calf was starting to, it wasn't going, it was just kind of cramping up a little bit, and I just didn't want it to kind of hamper us as a back line. So I thought the change was one that we wanted to kind of make, especially putting Billy in there as well. So it wasn't, again, throwing myself in. We obviously missed Mozza tonight, who was away. We obviously then wanted to play George in there. George rang up this morning ill, so it was kind of 3 or 4 things. But like I said, I've been keeping myself fit, and to be back out there, and it's nice to have a clean sheet, to be honest.
How different is it for you as manager when you're out there and actually involved in it? How different do you see things?
Yeah, it's difficult, because like I said, I think it's long term, it's a difficult thing to do, but I think when you're out there, you do see things that you wouldn't necessarily see from the side, and then sometimes from the side you don't necessarily think when you're playing. So listen, I said to the boys tonight, I'm your teammate, treat me how you would anywhere else. If I need a bollocking, give me a bollocking. So that was it, and that's kind of the group we've got. We are all in it together, and like you've seen Fats coming on at the end today, we were down to the bare bones, but saying that, again, to come away with a 0-0, they've got to be immensely proud of that.
Yeah, as you mentioned, 4 unbeaten now, another clean sheet, so there are positives there still.
There is positives. I think as the playoffs get closer, it's kind of important that you don't lose touch with them. You could have come here tonight and lost, and then you're kind of missing that point. So I think you've just got to keep yourself in kind of the hunt if you can towards the end of the season. If you're in a position with 2 or 3 games to go where if you win you can jump in, if you lose you jump out, then that's an incredible season for us. I think we've got to remember that. I think our aim was to do better than last year. We've comfortably done that, but now we want to kind of seal that top 8 really, which I think is in our grasp. But then if we can, like we've said all along, if we can mount a little bit of a challenge towards the end to go in those playoff places, we'll do our best. And the best thing about that is that everyone plays each other. So there's big games coming up. So we've just got to kind of we've got to regroup and we've got to rest up and we've got to go into Saturday, which again is another huge game. Every game now, like it's that old saying, it's a cup final. Whether you're in the top half of the table or in the bottom half of the table. And I think that's what's made the league so exciting this year, that everyone now towards the end of the season seems to play each other. So yeah, overall, like you say, 4 unbeaten. I don't think we can complain too much.
Well done, Ryan.
Cheers, mate.